Hey, Bio here. How's it going? So, today I'm going to be doing a channel update trailer, or channel update video. I always call them a trailer. I don't know why I call them a trailer. It's not a goddamn trailer, it's just a standard video. And I'm basically just going to be going over, the year that's passed, 2020, what an interesting year, right? And what 2021 holds for this channel. So, in 2020, this channel came into existence. It was more of created for the sole purpose of just somewhere to put my footage, basically. So when I was making like main channel videos on BioBlame, I was recording all this footage for these videos, and I thought, hey, why don't I put this footage on a separate channel and do some commentary with it? Do it kind of like a Let's Play. And I know Let's Plays are kind of the done deal at this point. They're real ancient, but it's I started doing it as just more of an experiment to see what it was like, and I actually enjoyed doing it. So, the Let's Play kind of thing was something I used to do on BioBlame back in the day. Yeah, and I enjoyed doing it, so I figured, hey, why not? And I've kept doing it up until now. What else is there to say? So yeah, I created this channel for that reason, and I've enjoyed doing these Let's Play style videos for a long while. I actually quite enjoy doing the random series, and that's what I want to be getting into for when I refer to the year 2021. But let's continue with 2020 first. So when I created this channel, I've already explained the reasons why I did it. Had a certain thumbnail style, didn't it? That thumbnail style then changed. If you're not familiar, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a history of this particular channel a little bit. So it had a certain thumbnail style. I changed it to be more kind of bland, and now I've realized I don't really like that thumbnail style anymore. So if you've noticed that the most recent thumbnails have changed, that's the reason why. I changed them to be kind of just the box art of the game with the system that it's on the left hand side in a column, and I did it like that because I thought it would be much easier to just point out the game when you were looking it up on like a search engine. But then I realized that that particular thumbnail style is very similar to other thumbnail styles which just show gameplay, not a Let's Play, but as just gameplay, raw gameplay from the game, like a long play. There's quite a few channels that have done long plays, and I realized that's not what my content is. So after all this time, I've decided to change my thumbnails. Now, I am not going to go back and change every single thumbnail. It would take too long, and I would get bored, because I actually tried doing that. I did that for the Phoenix Games playlist. I did it for Phoenix Games, released in 2003. I went through the whole entire playlist and changed all the thumbnails for all, I think, was it 34 games in that playlist. And then I realized, wow, this is just tiring to do. So I don't really want to do that anymore. But I don't mind doing it for newer videos, and I've gone ahead and done it for what content I'm planning to do for 2021. But from now on, you can have thumbnails like this, and I'll get into kind of how you can point out whatever, etc. All about the thumbnails and what 2021 is going to hold in a short while. So, yeah, this video is completely unscripted. I'm trying to think. I should have made some bullet points or something, right? But if you don't know or haven't watched the BioBlame channel update video that I've uploaded on the same date as this one, basically BioBlame is going to go into an indefinite hiatus, mainly because my creativity when it comes to making those videos has kind of gone up the shitter. I don't really enjoy making BioBlame videos anymore, but it's for numerous reasons. I would say go and watch that video if you're interested in what the reasons are. This channel update trailer is specifically for Bio in the Shadow Realm. but I just thought I'd make it known and let you know if you want to know. So that's 2020. You know, we've had a good year, even though it has been a bad year, obviously for pretty much the entire planet. For Byron the Shadow Realm, the channel started. You know, we got a modest subscriber count of 140. I had no idea I was going to be getting that many subscribers, you know, and I appreciate every single person who does subscribe. Thanks. Obviously, you hope that you like my content, and that's the reason you subscribed. Yeah, thanks for sticking around. But please comment, like, request a game every now and then. I'm completely up for suggestions about what games to play. If you want, if there's a game that you want me to have a go at, request it. Obviously, I can't guarantee I'll like the game, but there's no harm in requesting it. At the end of the day, it's just my raw kind of first impressions when I play video games anyway. So if I shit on the game, call me out. Say, "Oi, Bio, don't talk shit about my favorite game, you fuck boy." Do it. I don't care. Go for it. You know, I'm on the internet, open for criticism. But yeah, thanks for sticking around anyway. Now, moving on to 2021, I'm going to be doing slightly different things. Mainly because BioBlame has come to a creative halt. That's what I have anyway, you know. As BioBlame, I've come to a creative halt. It means that I don't really have any videos planned for BioBlame. So what does that mean for content for Bio in the Shadow Realm? It just means that I'm going to be doing something more specific from now on. Whereas before we had the Simple series, there might still be some Simple series games, Simple 2000 series games every now and then, and I'll get into that, the reason why that may be. But the Simple series is pretty much done at this point. There isn't any other Simple series games, or Simple series that I can look into without forking out stupid amount of money. You know, I'd love to have a look at the Simple 500 series PlayStation 3 Mahjong game, but then I'd have to buy it, and that's an issue. I'm not willing to pay. It's a game that's been out for a long time, and I feel like, yeah, if it was like $10, I don't mind throwing $10 at it, even though it's just a fucking Mahjong game. Fucking might as well play Mahjong Nagumi on Steam. You know, that's probably a better game, or the same kind of game for a much reduced price. I've got a video on Mahjong Nagumi coming out soon, by the way. I do enjoy playing that game, even though I'm not particularly good with Ricci style Mahjong. I still enjoy it. And I'm not really willing to shell out the kind of money it would cost me to do the Simple Switch series. Now, that is probably one of the only series that I'm very much interested in doing, not only for BioBlame, but for doing the footage for Bio in the Shadow Realm, would be the Simple Switch series. There's quite a few games, you'll be surprised, but we're looking at like $40 per game. Well, I can't shell out that amount of money. I really can't. So that's the reason why I was like, well, this Simple series is going to have to kind of end here. It is what it is. The Simple Skating series, you know, I've exhausted that. I've played everything, you know. I've played every skating game I can possibly play at this point, with a few exceptions, you know, not including arcade games. A bit difficult for me to play them, you know. But the Skating on Steam series has been the last one, mainly because that was the last thing to look at. The last thing to look at was what skating games were available on Steam. And don't get me wrong, I didn't play every single skateboarding game on Steam. And I'll probably do some, maybe more videos for Skating on Steam. Maybe even on BioBlame I might do a Skating on Steam 5. You know, there's a few VR skating games that I wouldn't mind having a look at. But at the moment, not so much. There's a lot of skating games to come out. You know, there's like a skateboarding game where you play as a dog called Ollie Oop. That's coming out, I think, next year. There's Tomahawk's Pro Skater and Skatebird, and there's a lot of games that have been kind of like just sitting, you know, not really gaining any kind of notoriety for a while that are due to come out, I believe, next year. So recently, not too long ago, a game called Skate Story was announced. That looks interesting. So yeah, this looks like for Steam, there's quite a few games, skateboarding games that will come out, or skating games that will come out. But for now, I've kind of exhausted what's available currently. And when it comes to like anime games, I'm still fine with doing some anime games, don't get me wrong, but it's a bit difficult. I don't mind so much if it was like just a random anime game here and there, but doing a whole entire series is just bloody oof. It's just a big oof, if I'm honest. It takes a lot out of me, mainly because like I don't mind playing a couple of games related to one series, but after a while, especially if the games are all very similar to each other, it gets really boring really fast, at least to me. But there could be a chance of some more anime games somewhere along the lines. Now, and that's pretty much it, really. With what's happened, you know, what we've covered, everything I've wanted to cover for Buyer Blame, I've covered pretty much. You know, I would have loved to have put more time and effort into those videos, but I had a goal of what I wanted to achieve in 2020, and I've done that goal. Even though the videos may be crude, not very informative, downright shit in some regards, I've still done it. You know, I can't spend long times making videos because it's just it then starts to the enjoyment lowers even more. So, but for 2021, I know, you know, we're 12 minutes into the video and you're like, you still haven't said what's happening in 2021. I'm getting there, right? It's a little bit of a build-up. So in 2021, I'm going to be looking more at random games. For a while now, I've been doing the PlayStation 1 random series, and I just started doing the PlayStation 2 random series, and even started the GameCube random series. So I wouldn't mind continuing the random series. I really do enjoy spinning that wheel and seeing what kind of random game I added, because I don't remember. You got to realize the PlayStation 1 random list has over 500 games on it. The PlayStation 2 random list has over 500 games on it. I don't remember what games are on it, so when a game pops up, I'm like, ooh, what's that again? Unless it's a series I'm like somewhat familiar with already, it's just it pops up and I'm like, ooh, I wonder what that is. Ooh, and I look at Game FAQs. Ooh, that's the game. Oh, cool. We're having a look at that, are we? Okay. So I get excited. I enjoy it. So yeah, it's a bit different than with GameCube randoms. I know I've only done the first 5 videos for that. For GameCube randoms, there's less than 100 games, not surprisingly. And at some point, there may be a N64 randoms, a PSP randoms, a DS randoms, you don't know. At the moment, I want to just stick to those 3. Odd PC game here and there, if I fancy doing PC games. Very rarely I fancy doing PC games. But yeah, every now and then you might get that. So that's the plan for 2021. You may not also warn you, the uploads might be a little bit reduced. Not massively, just instead of having 2 videos a day, you may only get 1 video a day. And there may be odd day here and there when you don't get an upload. That might be what happens. You might have noticed recently that you have 1 video come out at a set time each day, and that's what it's going to kind of be like with the odd day here and there, where nothing gets uploaded. But yeah, and when it comes to the thumbnails, which I did say I was going to get back to, the thumbnails, I've basically designed the thumbnails so that you know it's content from me. You got my face there, you got my ugly mug on the left, and then you got kind of an image related to the game on the right. I try to use Photoshop, and I try to the best of my ability, clip out. You'll get better quality thumbnails from me doing newer videos than you will do on older videos. Because it depends on kind of the image of the. I want the image to be from the box art, but it doesn't always work out that way. If the box art is really boring, or there's too much going on, or something along those lines, then yeah, I might take an image from the game instead. But generally speaking, I'll try to make a somewhat decent looking image to kind of so that you automatically point it and go, oh yeah, I recognize that. That's a Zathora, you know. The two lines you might see that are also kind of in the middle on the left. You might have noticed for PlayStation 2 randoms, you've got two red lines. You've got a light red and a dark red. That's to let you know what video it's going to kind of be without even looking at the title. What you know already by looking at those lines, you automatically know what platform that video is going to be on. If it's red, it's PlayStation 2. And I know you may think, oh, but blue, yeah. It's a bit hard picking the color schemes because a lot of them have kind of blue. Like, I could have gone with gray for PlayStation 1, purple for GameCube, blue for PlayStation 2. I don't know, what would you do for Steam? White? It's hard to even say. But I decided to go for a little bit more unique color scheme. So red is PlayStation 2, purple is PlayStation 1, green is GameCube, and then gray is PC currently. Yeah, well, currently it will stay that way, but what I'm saying is when I say currently is I don't know what colors I've chosen yet for the other randoms when I get around to them. So obviously, like for example, I'd love to do some Wii randoms, some more Wii randoms. But at the moment, you know, I'm trying to stick to PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1 with an odd PC here and there, with a little bit of GameCube here and there. Mainly because there's so many games on those lists for me to look at. And maybe, you know, if I want a break from looking at those systems, then I'll have a look at, you know, PSP, Wii, whatever. But yeah. So look forward to 2021. If you enjoy my videos as they are now, that's what's going to happen. If you're wondering, well, what are you going to do? Any kind of like main videos on the main channel? Yeah, I got a few streams planned. When I say that BioBlame's going on hiatus, it's more of like you won't get any main videos. You won't get like the usual videos that you've seen so far from BioBlame. But there will be a few uploads on there. I'm planning streams, a few streams to go up on there for a few certain subject matter. Yeah. But in terms of like content similar to what you've seen so far in BioBlame, you ain't gonna get that anytime soon. I am playing with a few ideas though here and there, but I don't really feel like the ideas would really fit on BioBlame. So yeah, it's kind of hit or miss. Anyway, I know I've talked for long enough. I do apologize, but I tend to ramble on, even though I'm, you know, not even 30 years old yet. I already feel like an old man rambling on. Yeah, they're making magic. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with how long this video is. You know, if you've listened to the end, thank you for listening to me ramble on for so long. And hopefully 2021 will be a better year than 2020 for all of us. I fucking hope so. I fucking was planning to go to Japan in 2020 for Halloween, and that fucking went out the window. And that, I'm gonna be honest, I don't see it happening in 2021, but I can cross my fingers and I can hope. Yeah.